Jay and Brian are currently, I don't know if they're messing with me or they're just jacking around, but dang, this is twins on the Nova. Welcome to episode 133 of the Drag Driver Pete Show presented by Summit Racing. Dude, I can't believe we're right here. It's the middle of December. What has happened?
A lot, honestly. A lot has happened.
Yeah, a lot has happened for sure. Well, guys, my name is Mike Nark. I'm Mike Narks. I'm the host of this show and the news that happens on Saturdays. And dude, we're getting down to the last few episodes of the year, man. I think we got one more news episode and then, maybe one more show by the end of the year. I don't know. Crazy. We've talked about that a little bit. Mr. Eric White, tell them what you got going on.
I am Eric White, co-host of the show and news, everything Drag Drive Repeat related, artwork, anything like that. But mostly photographs, which this was the least amount of photos that I have ever taken at PRI this year. That's how busy we were.
Yeah, there was, I don't know, man. I feel like we didn't have any like walk around time. We were focused on getting to the next spot every chance we got. It was how fast can we get there? Well, let's get into this thing.
Day 2, I did not pull the camera out at all, which blows my mind.
Yeah, typically we'll walk around at night, 7 o'clock at night. We'll be in there doing all that kind of stuff. And this year, it really wasn't any of that. We had plans most every night, and man, I would oversleep in the mornings, get down to the bottom about 7:35, 7:40, and then it was just a mad dash to get over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, Danny, here it's called work. It really was. I calculated, I think 70,000 steps is what I had for the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I had 20 on Thursday. I don't know. And then another 17 on Saturday. So it's 35. Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere in there.
Yeah, crazy.
It was Summit Racing Speed Legacy began in 1968 as a one-man startup and is now the world's speed shop. With 4 facilities and 200 plus catalog editions, they fuel your passion, save you money, and deliver fast and offer top-notch customer service on more than 1,500 brands. Make sure to download the Summit Racing mobile app for easy access to speed parts. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram for all your social media stuff. And then also on podcasts, you can listen to the On All Cylinders podcast. From humble origins to the social media lane, Summit Racing stands by your need for speed. You can find everything at summitracing.com, or you can pop over to our website, dragdriverpete.com, or you can find the pinned posts at the top of Facebook and just click on that. It takes you right to Summit Racing site, right through our affiliate link. So we'd appreciate that for sure.
Oh, yeah. We've got some heated jackets. So I had actually seen these yesterday, I think it was, and I sent those over to you and said, man, we could have used these during PRI with all the traveling we did between the hotel and the convention center and after going out. Man, this was the coldest year that I have been at PRI.
Yeah, we had joked about, there's no scooters around, but man, by the end of Friday, I wouldn't have rode one anyways. It would have been too cold. And then of course, Saturday it snowed and snowed pretty hard all day. So that was pretty fun. Yeah. Brooks here saying I'd hate to add up the amount of money I've spent with your sponsors on both my cars. As far as my wife is concerned, hundreds of dollars, hundreds. I'm telling you, honey, that new turbo, they made a deal. I won it, or it's $300. Everything's $300.
Got that Motion Raceworks or Jack Stan Jimmy deal.
Yeah,
scratch and dent one. It was $100. I don't know.
Yep, found it on a special clearance rack. Yeah, I will probably have one of these next year, to be honest with you. If it looks like it's gonna be that cold, I'm just gonna order one and have it with me there. So yeah, definitely get this on your list. If any wives are watching this, get this on your husband's list. Get him something that he'll love, and this would be one of them if he went to PRI this year for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, well, let's talk about. Well, obviously, hang on. Drag Driver Pete merch is on Summit. You guys know that. Not the ones with the head like this one here. Sorry, we didn't quite have that done yet, but maybe this is in the works. Who knows?
Maybe.
So, all right, let's talk about some Drag Driver Pete updates, sir. This was a big week for us, man. PRI really kind of kicked off something we've talked about for months and months and months. Like 18 months, we've probably kind of had this in our mind. Race Car Friends membership group kicked off, and this is a big deal for us. I want to say thank you to everybody that signed up in the OG program. 52 folks signed up. I promise I'm going to take care of you guys. This is going to be awesome. For everybody else, it's $10 a month. Lots of stuff going to happen under this. Lots of fun things, exclusive content, behind the scenes stuff, a lot more live streams that are held kind of in behind here where we're going to have a bunch more guests on and talk about a lot of stuff. Things are already starting to work in the background, but I will tell you over the next few days, I'm working on how we're going to do the drawings for the free entry into these 10 events that we have been gifted free entry for these folks. So basically what I want to know is basically what I'm setting up is, are you interested in that event? If you are interested in that event, I'll put you in the drawing on that. So I got to figure out how to get everybody's name and break all that down with the forms and things like that we have. So that'll be coming up in the next few days. Don't worry, the program is still available. The OG program is gone though. It actually extended through Monday because Jay Grabiak didn't sign up, and I should have taken his money on Thursday when he tried to give it to me. Anyways, I'm really excited about this. This is going to be really, really cool. We are doing shirts for the OG members, the OG Race Car Friends, that will have the first 3 people that signed up. It will have their car on the shirt. So big shout out to Ed Enzer, Jason Hurley, and Nico Cristoferi for being the first 3 folks to sign up in this. And really, I think it was just timing. Ed got in because he's like, I don't know how to do this stuff, so send me the link. And he was one of the first ones to get in on it. So pretty excited about it. So those are in design right now. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want to pre-design the shirts because we wanted to do the first 3 cars that were the first 3 racers that signed up. So I figured that was probably the best way to do that and celebrate those guys. And so that is at the designer right now and should have it back, I would think, in a couple weeks. And then obviously making the order. I'm hoping we should have them back by Sick Week, so I can either bring them to Sick Week or I can mail them out to everybody ahead of time. But as soon as we get them, they're going to go out to those OG Race Car Friends. So again, thank you all so much for doing that. It's pretty freaking awesome. Love you guys, and can't say it enough. Our Race Car Friends are really what makes the world go round, and this program is going to let that continue. All right, sir, tell us what's going on with the circuit, though.
Yeah, so Summit Racing is back as our presenting sponsor, and I didn't show this during the Summit part, but those that did see this post when we were at PRI, that would be the new cover photo for the Summit. I think Tommy called this like their flyer insert, so this will be going out to everybody soon. But photo by drag driver Pete right there on the cover of that. Like that's pretty cool.
That one taken right by your man Eric White. Sorry, I saw your note there, but I was seeing second photo and I was trying to figure out what I had put in secondarily there. So sorry about that. Yeah, dude, I'm really excited about you having that. That's going to be seen by like millions of people.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty wild. It should be going out, I think Tom said, beginning of the year, it should start hitting the doorstep. So super excited about that. Yep. That was given to me there right at PRI. So super cool. Appreciate definitely Summit for doing all that they do for us, which is why they're coming back as the presenting sponsor of the circuit. And go-karts are a go for 2026.
Listen,
we will have the Go-Kart Racer Party Saturday night presented by Deechworks. This is going to be wild. You were telling me a little bit about this earlier today on how fast these go and how big that track is.
Yeah, so I've been talking to the guy that runs the track, that owns the track, and he said that they host like world-class events here. World-class go-kart races are held at this place, 0.7 miles. He said 40 plus miles an hour with adults in them.
Wow.
You better buckle up and bundle up, I'll tell you. So to quote him, he said, to quote the website, says, these are not your 12-mile-an-hour rental carts that have limiters. These are professionally maintained concession carts, whatever that means, with a top speed of 40 plus miles an hour that you can drive on a real purpose-built 7/10 mile asphalt go-kart sprint track with 12 turns. This is the fastest concession carts in town. Rental carts do not compare to our concession carts. Experience kart racing with your family and friends at the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. So yeah, during the circuit 2026, this is going to be nuts. This is right down the road from Deechworks. So they're going to be on site helping us, probably racing a little bit too, doing all kinds of fun. We're going to order pizza in. We're already working on all the back end stuff for this and how it will work. But dude, look at that track. That thing looks insane.
Yeah, that's going to be a little more turns than we did at the Sit Kart Chaos. But are you going to be able to handle this? I'm
going to really have to start working out this time.
Yeah, you definitely struggled a little bit at the Sit Kart Chaos there. Are you still a little sore?
Oh yeah, dude. The bruise on my hip is coming through now, and the under part of my arm right in here is pretty salty. So yeah, Danny. So we did roll out a monthly membership with the Drag Driver Pete plan, and to talk to Tom's point here, only 52. that was a very soft opening. We kind of hinted at it at a few points throughout the show leading up to that. So it kind of goes with what I wanted, a soft open to this to really kind of make sure, hey, I'm not going to screw something up as several hundred people try and sign up. So I think it's going to be awesome. And it's kind of one of those deals you really have to show people what you're going to do before they start signing up. So we're going to show them. We're going to start at Sick Week and go from there. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm really pumped about what we can do with that. And but back to the go-karts, primo stuff, man. This guy is excited. He's a drag racer. He said, they host like world-class stuff here. He's like, oh man, you guys, he's like, you have no idea what you're getting into. Big shout out to Kai at Deechworks, who hooked me up with the owner of the place. I want to say thank you to him for making that happen.
Yeah, this is going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm ready. This is going to blow the Branson carts out of the water.
Yeah, if people thought they had fun at that one, just wait until they show up to this.
Yeah, this should be pretty good. We're working on a transponder program. I want to see if there's some like apps that would be transponder type friendly, because I really want to run like a top 10 race. There's 20 carts total. We could run a 20 cart race to end the night if we wanted to. But I was thinking I wanted to do like the 10 quickest racers would be kind of cool. But he said he doesn't have a transponder for the track because they typically race in a traditional format. So can we share the friends on our site? I don't know what that means.
Probably the Race Car Friends program.
Oh yeah, it's on the website. It's on the Drag Driver Pete. I'll grab it real quick. All right, sir, lead us on. What's next?
Yeah, Brooks here saying, man, those carts sound like a hell of a good time. It's gonna be fun. Like these things, it's gonna get competitive. I'll say that.
Oh, not us. Not all of us. It won't be competitive at all. Yeah, and again, this is free. It's closed rental. We've rented the entire track. This is just for the Circuit 2026 racers and road trippers and the crew that comes with them. Dude, I'm so ready for this. This has been something that I've really been working on behind the scenes a bunch. I've emailed this team of people and called the number I had before then 10 times trying to get this stuff lined out. And then Kai at Deechworks hooked me up, got me the right name and number, and had it worked out in like 8 minutes. I was like, dude. Anyways, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right, sir, tell us what's going on with the circuit, though.
Yeah, so Summit Racing is back as our presenting sponsor, and I didn't show this during the Summit part, but those that did see this post when we were at PRI, that would be the new cover photo for the Summit. I think Tommy called this like their flyer insert, so this will be going out to everybody soon. But photo by Drag Driver Pete right there on the cover of that. Like that's pretty cool.
That one taken right by your man Eric White. Sorry, I saw your note there, but I was seeing second photo and I was trying to figure out what I had put in secondarily there. So sorry about that. Yeah, dude, I'm really excited about you having that. That's going to be seen by like millions of people. Yeah,
that's going to be pretty wild. It should be going out, I think Tom said, beginning of the year, it should start hitting the doorstep. So super excited about that. Yeah. That was given to me there right at PRI. So super cool. Appreciate definitely Summit for doing all that they do for us, which is why they're coming back as the presenting sponsor of the circuit. And go-karts are a go for 2026. Listen, we will have the Go-Kart Racer Party Saturday night presented by Deechworks. This is going to be wild. You were telling me a little bit about this earlier today on how fast these go and how big that track is.
Yeah, so I've been talking to the guy that runs the track, that owns the track, and he said that they host like world-class events here. World-class go-kart races are held at this place, 0.7 miles. He said 40 plus miles an hour with adults in them.
Wow.
You better buckle up and bundle up, I tell you. So to quote him, he said, to quote the website, says, these are not your 12-mile-an-hour rental carts that have limiters. These are professionally maintained concession carts, whatever that means, with a top speed of 40 plus miles an hour that you can drive on a real purpose-built 7/10 mile asphalt go-kart sprint track with 12 turns. This is the fastest concession carts in town. Rental carts do not compare to our concession carts. Experience kart racing with your family and friends at the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. So yeah, during the Circuit 2026, this is going to be nuts. This is right down the road from Deechworks, so they're going to be on site. site, helping us, probably racing a little bit too, doing all kinds of fun. We're going to order pizza in. We're already working on all the back end stuff for this and how it will work. But dude, look at that track. That thing looks insane.
Yeah, that's going to be a little more turns than we did at the Sit Cart Chaos. But are you going to be able to handle this?
I'm
you
going to really have to start working out this time.
Yeah, you definitely struggled a little bit at the Sit Cart Chaos there. Are you still a little sore?
Oh yeah, dude. The bruise on my hip is coming through now, and the under part of my arm right in here is pretty salty. So yeah, Danny. So we did roll out a monthly membership with the Drag Driver Pete plan, and to talk to Tom's point here, only 52. That was a very soft opening. We kind of hinted at it at a few points throughout the show leading up to that. So it kind of goes with what I wanted, a soft open to this to really kind of make sure, hey, I'm not going to screw something up as several hundred people try and sign up. So I think it's going to be awesome. And it's kind of one of those deals you really have to show people what you're going to do before they start signing up. So we're going to show them. We're going to start a sick week and go from there. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm really pumped about what we can do with that. And but back to the go-karts, primo stuff, man. This guy is excited. He's a drag racer. He said, they host like world-class stuff here. He's like, oh man, you guys, he's like, you have no idea what you're getting into. Big shout out to Kai at Deechworks, who hooked me up with the owner of the place. I want to say thank you to him for making that happen.
Yeah, this is going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm ready. This is going to blow the Branson carts out of the water.
Yeah, if people thought they had fun at that one, just wait until they show up to this.
Yeah, this should be pretty good. We're working on a transponder program. I want to see if there's some like apps that would be transponder type friendly, because I really want to run like a top 10 race. There's 20 carts total. We could run a 20 cart race to end the night if we wanted to. But I was thinking I wanted to do like the 10 quickest racers would be kind of cool. But he said he doesn't have a transponder for the track because they typically race in a traditional format. So can we share the friends on our site? I don't know what that means.
Probably the Race Car Friends program.
Oh yeah, it's on the website. It's on the Drag Driver Pete. I'll grab it real quick. All right, sir, lead us on. What's next? All right.
Hey, it's Brandon from Fort Smith, Arkansas here. Driven Racing Oil is a performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application. Whether launching hard at the drag strip and during the extreme heat of off-road and circle track, or pushing the limits in top-fueled drag boats and demo derbies, winning racers choose GP1. Compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting-edge race machines, GP1's unique surface cleaning and high zinc formulation ensures superior wear protection, particularly for flat tappet camshafts, while solving issues like cylinder washout with methanol and ethanol fuels. Crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil and enhanced with state-of-the-art additive packages, GP1 offers the best in protection and performance.
Dude,
that's killer.
That sweet buttery voice of Brandon Parker. Mwah, amazing. And our boy Brian put that video together using the voiceover from Brandon. Dude, it was great, man. So thanks to Brian, thanks to Brandon for sure for stepping out of his comfort zone and putting that together, giving us that voiceover. And just a reminder, because I didn't have it in the notes for the ad read, but DDR10 discount, 10% discount on all your Driven products when you go to drivenracingoil.com. Oh, yeah. Bam. There's Brandon right there. Good job, dude. All right. Let's talk about some event stuff, man. Lead us into this.
Yep. So Drop the Hammer has announced 3 events for 2026. We have the Michigan event, which is May 28th through 31st. We have the North Carolina event, which is September 11th through 13th. And we have Judgment Day, which was talked about live on the show at PRI. This is the single day event, July 25th.
Yeah, the Judgment Day deal I'm interested in. They tech and do everything over here at one place, then drive to the racetrack, and then drive a different route back to the original stopping spot. So kind of a neat format. I'm a fan.
Yep. So Carl said to clear up some things and explain some of the decisions for 2026 events, we will be doing a live feed on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Stop in and check it out, ask questions, and leave your comments.
So good job to them, man. Thank you to Carl and the whole team that came by the booth. They basically let us dropped the news of all 3 events right there at PRI. So it's pretty awesome.
And they were looking sharp in all their matching uniforms or shirts too.
Yeah, gangsters. Green sleeves just looked bad to the bone, dude. And then Red Rally came over. They let us release the dates and times of all that. I think you talked to them. No, I think I talked with them, right? September 21st through 26th, back at Medford as the host, going to Madras, which they said was a beautiful drive out that way, Woodburn, Coos Bay, and then back at Medford for the final day. And after this announcement, went in there and was talking to Jesse Adams and told him, me and my daughter are coming out and get ready for us. We're going to have a lot of fun. And he was like, well, I've got a car. If you're not opposed to driving something that's kind of hot roddy, I got a car you can borrow, convertible Chrysler Polara. He said it's super slow, but y'all can cruise it. And I was like, dude, I'm in. I'm so in to get out there. So we'll fly out, of course. I don't want to kill 2 days there and back driving. So we'll fly in and out and get there and do this. I'm really pumped for her to see all of that. And for me to go to this event we've talked about for 4 years.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one. What's up next?
Next is not that one.
Nope. Did I get them out of order?
Nope, you're right. I was too far. Back to the Streets, May 20th through 24th, Bunker Hill to host. And they're also going to be at Brown County, which is the cool track that everyone was excited for last year. Wagler Motorsports Park, Wabash Valley, and back to Bunker Hill. So all Indiana tracks for Back to the Streets.
Yeah, that's a good one. And he said that they're not racing at Bunker Hill the first day. They're going to drop trailers and then cruise to the first track. And I can't remember how he did it, but we've got a full breakdown of that on the site there, where Matt also gives us dates and tracks here for Back to the Streets. So, dude, we had a huge week. We had Mike Galemi over, who was talking about Hot Rod Drag Week 2026, which is in your backyard. September 14th or September 13th for Tech Day through the 18th, going to be Route 66 in Chicago, Byron, Cordova, St. Louis, and back to Route 66. Dude, that's going to be a heck of a trip, a real fun. You've already got that one on your calendar. I'm trying to figure out, and depending on timing, I may hit that Route 66, Byron, Cordova, and then come home. Like that would be a pretty fun cruise right there, I think.
I mean, at that point, you might as well go to St. Louis, and then instead of coming back up to Route 66, you just continue on home.
That could work too.
Might as well just go straight down, go to the southernmost track, and then dip off.
Okay, maybe. We'll see. It's not a bad idea. The crew, or I just come over to meet in St. Louis and then cruise up 66 with you guys to make that last little bit. That may not be a bad idea.
Yeah, that could be cool too.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, dude. Sick dropped tons of events at the at PRI. It was a wild week for them. Speed Fest basically replaces Sick on the Green. They're partnering with Streetcar Bragging Rights and Streetcar Takeover. And basically, each promoter gets 100 cars to do whatever they want to with. We're going to see some serious racing action here. 300 cars on site, dude. This is going to be nuts.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Then 666, they released those dates, September 27th through October 3rd, starting out at Mocan. How cool is that?
Come on.
Mocan, and then Bonatera, Mid-State Dragway to Chicago, and then backwards. So, man, I don't know what dates are going to be at what places yet. That hasn't really been out yet, but definitely gonna jump into part of that as well, since they'll be up in Chicago. I'll definitely have to pick apart some of those ones.
Right, maybe the Mid-State to Chicago and back, and then I'll take care of Mocan to Bonterre.
Yeah, that would actually work kind of cool.
Do that way something. I don't know. I'm interested in this one. Again, we're adding to the list every week. It seems like to my list. Honey, I promise I'm only going to 10 events this year. Yeah, this one's going to be a good one. That Mocan to Bonterre, it's going to be a good trip, and that would dump me off kind of over by my mom's house, so I could just hang out there for a couple of days and catch it on the way back.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea too.
Yeah. So yeah. Brandon Parker says, yeah, 666 sounds like a treat. I'm telling you, it sounds awesome. And then, dude, Mickey Thompson is getting in the drag and drive game. What? Are you serious? What's going on here? So they're huge, obviously. And they're doing a try and buy for the first 2 days. And then for 3 days after that, you're going to be able to do a drag and drive that's set up by your man, Mr. Jason Moulton. JMO is what KJ Jones called him. Did a whole release there at PRI with coinciding with a bunch of new tire releases and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a big deal. May 5th through 9th at Summit Motorsports Park.
Yep. The Mickey Thompson Turn and Burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Way too hard to pick anymore. There's there's so many events. That's what we were talking a little bit about before the show. There is right now 38 events for 2026 on the calendar, and that's pretty wild.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot
Yeah.
already. I don't think we had that. I'll have to go back and watch a show from late last year and see what they said for
feel
how
like
many
we were-
events we were at this point.
I want to say we were in the 20s. I don't think we were this high, but
No
you can
way.
find all of them at dragdriverpete.com/event list 2026. And that link just was dropped in the comments.
And hey, old friend of ours, Mr. Eric Bingston there, Destroyer 1320. Make sure you get your Mopar protection from him over there at Destroyer 1320. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We were trying, man. We're out there working hard, you know? All right.
All right. So that
38
wraps it up.
events.
That wraps up our Driven Racing Oil event segment. He said, who's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy? Yeah. So I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know. Those guys play a lot, but man, if they've got the if they're putting twins on the Nova 4.5 weeks ahead of Sickly, those guys are crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Did they get a new turbo or are they going twins?
I mean, that's definitely twins right there, because those are definitely smaller than what they had for sure. Because they've got a 91. Surely those aren't 91s.
Eric here saying he'll get in on some voiceover stuff too.
Oh yeah, bring it on, dude. I'll send you a couple ad reads, man. That'd be awesome. He did a few for us early on. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we need to bring some of that back, man. His voice, another buttery voice there. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy right here. If they're doing this 6 weeks before Sick Week, they are wild.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
interesting.
Right. All right. So let's blast through the stuff real quick, because we can't not give our Dragon Drive Awards recap. And then we're going to begin bringing people on that were at PRI with us and had some fun stories and just kind of hang out the rest of the night. So Dragon Drive ambassadors, I'll list those out real quick. Jesse Mataferri, man, what can't get a better one than that. Tom Bagley, another great one. And Red Hat Scotty took home the Dragon Drive Awards or the Summit Racing Ambassador of Dragon Drive.
That is awesome. Next up, the Spirit of Dragon Drive was awarded to Robert Voss at the circuit, and Robert wanted it to go to Jesse Fox for his commitment to the community. He did Hot Rod Drag Week, which was on one side of the country, to Redwood Rally, which was on the other side of the country. Jesse has been to so many events this year, has put out so much content for all of the Dragon Drive community. I think this one was a good choice.
Yeah, definitely earned that status and earned that trip, man. That thing's crazy. Molly Motorsports' toughest roadside repair went to Philip Gullidge in the orange S10 after years of trying. This was the first time he had made it to the first route stop, and ended up finishing the event. Had a fire inside the truck, rebuilt the Lenco style transmission, and finally just finished his first event. Man, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Next up, Driven Racing Oil Road King. This one is none else than Raj Ahuja. 16,500 miles on the road for events, plus another 25,000 in the air, getting to and from the car. So again, definitely well deserved there.
Yeah, Road King's a big deal. Detroit's quickest 850 class average GT across all of the events. That winner of that one goes to Mr. Rick Steinke for his 85048 at Hot Rod Drag Week. Quickest of the year.
Jay Wire says, do you think we spent money on turbos just to take a picture with them?
Yeah, but see, it's the eyeballs after that. I think he's messing with me.
Next up, the Howard's Cam bump spot for the number 100 quickest quarter-mile national event. This is the second quickest bump spot in history. Dustin Safford at Hot Rod Drag Week with an 8.744 average. That is number 100.
Yeah, 100 unique racers. Not like Bryant Goldstone, who's in there 3 times. That's not what it is. This is unique racers. Freaking insane 874. Get out of here. Regional events, I really feel like I've said this a lot. They're the way to grow the sport. 15 events in 2024. We had more than 24 events, I think, in 2025. J-Wire Solutions' quickest overall quarter mile regional racer was Mr. Daniel Smith in the Celica from All Stars Dragon Drive 2025 with a 763 average. And then the quickest overall 8th mile regional goes to Mr. Steve Morris, again, second year in a row, the Boostmaster wagon from Drop the Hammer with an 454 average.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got plenty of time to look at that car over the weekend. It was right next to us.
Yeah, I was touching it a lot.
What's up, guys? My name is Cole from Fort Worth, Texas. Expert car and marine wiring solutions that you can trust. J-Wire Solutions can wire and plumb your hot rod, your race car, hell, even your drag and drive car. Plus, they offer products to make your driving experience way better, like their blinker module that is just a must for all drag and drive cars. This module will allow your rear turn signals to continue to function while the brake pedal is applied, just like stock. Find all the details at jwiresolutions.com.
The Car Chains 3D quickest overall 235 8th mile national event was Luis de Leon in the Motion Raceworks El Toro at Six Summer with a 4.896.
Yeah, and I think that puts him in the top 10 of 8th mile racers across the world as well. So pretty
and that was probably the only event that he raced in.
Yeah, in a car that I don't think he had ever driven.
Probably not.
So went out there and just crushed it. The Performer built quickest 8th mile national racer, Mr. Christopher Hegland of Street Week, Sweden, with a 449 average.
And then the AFCO Racing quickest overall quarter mile national. This one was pretty obvious. Ned Dunphy in the Viper. You know, this Viper right here.
The one that's on that cover of the shots you took there?
Yep, that one there. Hot Rod Drag Week, record setting 6.17.
Yeah, quickest overall ever in a quarter mile national event. Pretty insane. Total of 73,840 championship points were collected over this 1 year. 10-0 points champion goes to Mr. David Lips with 86 points. I won't run through all of his stuff here because we did it in the thing, but 86 points is way more than just finishing. He won a class and then finished 2 other events for the 10-0 championship. Tell us who won the 3rd overall, though.
3rd overall in points.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lamar Swindell with 105 points.
Yeah, he's kind of a badass. Took 2nd in 2 events and then winner of the quickest nitrous car. We don't see a lot of nitrous cars in drag and drive much anymore. Number 2 overall points and your 850 champion again, Mr. Randy Seward with 112 points, tied Bryant Goldstone, who won. But Randy won and reset records at all 3 events that counted. It has to be the toughest class across the board in all of drag and drive, especially at the events. Sick Week, he won Street Race 275, lowered the class average to an 85068, the 2nd quickest 850 average of the year. He won Limited Street at Rocky Mountain Race Week Mega Week, Group A, and then he won the Pro Street class at Big Sky Race Week, reset records at all of those.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
And of course, the 2025 Drag and Drive World Champion, Bryant Goldstone, won his class at all 3 events while running mid-6s. So won the Unlimited at Rocky Mountain Race Week Mega Week, destroying that 10-year-old record that was laid down by Larry Larson. Want to make sure we keep saying that, just in case it pushes them enough to come back. 668 average, and then won Unlimited Iron at Six Summer, and 2nd in Unlimited with a brand new car at Hot Rod Drag Week with a 660.
Yeah, he's kind of a badass. And then I had the notes on there. He did actually take 2nd place in Unlimited behind Ned Dunphy with the Corvette. Again, brand new car. Freaking awesome. Yeah.
So
crazy.
next year's going to be
average
wild.
on that one. Oh, yeah. 112 points. And what's crazy to me, so obviously after the year, everybody kind of has their thoughts on what should change, what should be allowed and things like that. And I am looking at a lot of different things, but really I have to basically do the math every time I look at something. So if we allow X, what would that mean for the points, right? Because we don't want it to be a runaway. Right. So we don't want it to have wild implications. Like if you reset the record and suddenly there's, now it's worth 4 or 5 points, which is what somebody suggested at one point. That's, is that good? I don't know, because I'll have to go back through and look and see what that would do to all the point standings and changes. And, basically we'll base it on what this year's top 50 would look like with small changes from there. So going to be crazy. Got a lot of work ahead of me. I intend to work on that over the next week pretty heavily. So it's coming. It's coming.
Bring it on.
Yeah. All right.
Well, again, congratulations to all the winners that from PRI. Appreciate everybody that's in the community, and look at all those people that showed up. The awesome trophies we got.
This was late in the show as everybody was kind of gathered back there talking.
Yeah. And appreciate Travis on the killer trophies as always. It was, man, ready to talk about PRI because we had a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. All right. Well, speaking of talking about PRI, let me flip over here. Just again, thanks to Jay. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you guys work hard on those twin turbos, on whatever you're putting those on tonight.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I
true.
don't believe you, man. I don't
They might
believe
not
it.
even be. They might not even be for the Nova. They could be just fooling us. They could be for a different car altogether. I don't know why I didn't
Yeah.
think of that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Brian's garage. There's other cars in there. I mean, they're, it's his daily driver Yaris, but I mean, hey, maybe he's trying to go fast to work. I don't know.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, Dustin right here saying Dustin is what I aspire to be at 71 years old. Damn. That's right, man. And for that guy to get out there and do that and do as many events as he did, insane. Took that car from Florida to Montana to get up there and compete at Big Sky Race Week. So
Yeah.
pretty competitive. 4 events he competed in, 3 that counted, obviously, and he just completely blew the motor up at Drag Week after 40,000 miles and like 800 passes or something like that. It was crazy to think that he did all that.
Brian, I call co-pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's move into the Molly Motorsports and begin bringing these guests on. The one thing that we did get to do there was see all of our race car friends. So
Yes, a lot of those.
ton of people, man. It was so cool to have everybody come by the booth. I mean, we gave out 300 decals and blew through the first 2 days. Saturday was a little light at PRI total, but man, I gave them all out. It was pretty cool to have done that and be through all those and know that, I'm getting photos of people that are sending them to me that have them on their refrigerators. Luke B sent me a message today that had them all kind of all 3 of them stacked together. I mean, it's just cool to know that those are out there in the world. I hope I ended up with one. I'm pretty sure I put one in my bag, but I haven't found it yet. So I may have one.
I still have a couple of the original test ones.
Nice. Awesome. Well, if we need them, we can maybe have you bring me one of those at the circuit. But guys, just want to say thank you for being there. Thank you for coming up to us. Thanks to everybody at the house that was sharing all of our stuff. We posted a ton while we were there. Big shout out to Brian, who did all the video editing while we were there. And man, it was just really cool to do that. And of course, to get a chance to see our sponsors and actually spend a little bit of time with them, those guys were as busy as we were. So we would go by a booth and try and pop in real quick. And a lot of times we'd have to come back because those people are, our folks are talking to folks. So, as we run into the last few days of the year here, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who've been part of the program here all year. It's been an incredible year and we couldn't do it without them. So if you guys are shopping, hit these guys up: Summit Racing, Deechworks, Molly Motorsport, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, AFCO Racing Products, Performa Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, Power Tube TV, who has a ton of new shows coming up, WAF Racing, who was in the booth with us, Sweet Patina, the best hand cleaning wipes on the market, and then Racing Junk Classified. So if you are trying to do a little shopping, hit those guys up as we move into the last few days here. I mean, if you haven't ordered your Christmas, you probably need to do that. You probably need to be shopping on a small window in your phone right now because it's real tight. So anyways,
like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.